Every once in a while, we're gonna switch it up, keep it interesting. I changed the thumbnail this morning, just messing around, having some fun. And let me change the intro. Lately we get right into the first topic. This morning, let me take a little second. I thought I was gonna have to rush through the stream. I had a jury duty selected for today's date, right? So I'm all geared up last night, ready to go. And then somebody tells me like, "Did you check if you've been selected?" And I'm like, "What you talking about?" It's like read the whole letter, idiot. So, it's not like New York where you show up and it's like go to the website or call the number and you'll find out the night before if your group has been selected. I go to the website, I pull it up, you know what I'm saying? I type in my badge ID or whatever, my name pops up and all that. So I'm like, all right, I'm in the right place. And then you're supposed to fill out like a questionnaire online. I go to the questionnaire tab and it says you are not allowed to answer the questionnaire. I get scared. I'm just like, oh shit, am I too late for the questionnaire? Like, do they want this in before a certain time before they decide on the groups the night before? So I call the number, I take screenshots, I hit the email, send the screenshots to the email. Because you can get in trouble for missing or ducking or dodging jury duty. Like you fuck around, catch a couple hours or days in jail or some shit. Warrants or whatnot, maybe put out for you. I forget. But you get in a lot of trouble for skipping the shit. So I started following up. I was on a phone call waiting on hold for like 15 minutes. Got a hold of an attendant, luckily. And she was like, give me a badge number. I gave her the badge number. She pulled me up and she said, yeah, yours is ended. I was like, what does that mean? It's tomorrow. She's like, no, ended is a status. That means your group wasn't selected. I was like, whew, cool. Took a screenshot of that, saved that for my records too. So my dumb ass would have been in court today, literally sitting there. Or I would have drove all the way down there, got parked up. It's busy around that area, did all that shit, walked up in there and found out that I don't even need to be there. So I would have wasted my whole morning and all that type of shit. Uh, so you gotta keep smart people around you. But I've never done jury duty in my life. One time I got hit with it while I was in college. I used college as like, yo, I'm in school, and they let me out of it. Later on, I got hit with it again, and I had some other reasons why I was like, I don't think it was a vacation, but I had some other reasons why I hit them back, like, yo, this isn't, I can't work this out. And they let me slide. This one right here, I was just like, I'm just gonna go. Let me just, and I think it comes around, pretty infrequent, like maybe every 5, 6, 7 years or something like that. So I said, let me go. I'll fuck around and land a case that I could bring to the podcast. But no jury duty for me. So what else do I want to do is and switch up for today's intro. I want to shout out the chat. Normally we get to a lot of the stuff at the end. I haven't done this in like a week or two, right? Jay is here, fresh and early, first in the chat. Good morning, Jay. Bruce Jones from our chat says top of the morning. Jay is here still. She's reminding y'all what to do. Hit that subscribe, join the members. Don't forget me on Spotify. Melly is here. She's on a whole different time zone, but she's here nice and early. I appreciate you. Miss Abby's in the building. What you on your way home for work? I'm starting to remember people's schedules and whatnot. Shout out to Miss Abby. Bane from the chat is here. Capo is here, of course. Who else we got here? I see y'all coming in. Shout out to one of our members, Sheed Brown in the building. Randall from the chat is here. Good morning. Sean, good morning. Right back at you, Melly. I see you, love. Our trio is here, one of our members. Who else we got? McChilson is here from the chat. KP is here from the chat. Says, ladies and gentlemen, ARP blessed morning, fam. Our member, Misha, is in the building. She's also in our checks and balances group. Shout out to you, love. Clifton is here. I see y'all coming in, man. I see y'all coming in. Jess, our member, is here. All right, this is when it starts to get like shit. All right, I gotta get into the topics. Big Yella is here. Good morning, G. Our member Kaz is here. Shit. Nikita is here. I think I caught Jess already, but I remember Nikita is here as well. Miss Abby's off today. I almost had my ass in jury duty on accident or for no reason. Officer ARP. All right, y'all ready to work? Y'all ready to get to these topics? Jonathan Muddy Hands is in the building too. Good morning, GR member. Okay. Oh, Gary Stokes says, how do you become a member? So if you log on Android and I'm not Android and Apple devices are a little bit different. I forget whether it's Apple or Android, but if you go to the channel, you should see like a join members button at the top. If you don't see it, it could be the type of device that you're on, in which case that button is always available on PC. Also, we make it convenient in the description box. There's a link directly to join members. The other way you could become a member is almost every day. Very frequently, people in the chat or other members in the chat give out gifts as memberships to other people. So you can get a gift from somebody, you know what I'm saying? Or you can go grab your own description box below, or go to the top of the channel and you'll see a button to join the members. So that's how you become Green Team, y'all. For example, it just happened right here. Brick City 81, one of our members, he just gifted a membership. So you might be able to catch that, or somebody else might be able to catch that. So you'll see both options around. There you go. Shout out to Brick City. He says, there you go. Oh, shit. So you could, wait, hold on. You could give it out directly. You could choose the person that gets it. So Gary, you just caught it. He says, thanks. I didn't know you could choose the person now. I'm learning right there. I thought that when people give out memberships, they randomly go to people. I didn't know that you could choose. I'll wait for that answer and then we're gonna get working. Did he get it just by luck, or can you choose the person, people? Melly says no, you can't choose. It's random. So he randomly asked about how do you become a member and caught the membership, and there's already over 100 people in here. We just started. That's insane. Oh shit. He just got that's so dope. Wow. All right. I'm glad I started the intro like this morning. Switch it up a little bit. Okay, let's get to work. Because the way YouTube's algorithm is, sometimes when people that aren't familiar with our stream, if they click play because they're like, oh, this guy's talking about Cardi B, let me catch up. And then we spend here 7 minutes doing something that he don't know that we do, which is build and shout out the members and all that type of shit. They be like, man, I'm out of here. And that fucks up the videos. That's why I need y'all to like and share and remind YouTube, like, nah, we good. We good over here. All right, let's start to work for real. Cardi B, we'll go to her. I also got some new footage that we're going to go through related to Raja and Rampage Jackson. Rampage Jackson spoke out twice. We got some new footage, a new angle of the incident in the ring. We got the person that pretty much saved Syko Stu's life speaking up in an interview as well. We're going to take a look at all of that. We got some Drake news. We got some random stuff. We got Meek Mill. We got some music that I need to play at the very end. All right, let's get to it. So Cardi B's in court right now. She's in trial right now. I don't think this isn't criminal, right? This is a civil suit. Okay. Pretty sure this is something from about 7 years ago, 2018 or something like that. Her trial began. There's footage already coming out, and today we're going to take a look at both footage from Cardi B on the stand as well as the security guard that brought the allegations in her direction on the stand as well. Security guard was being a bitch, testifies in civil trial. All right, first let's go to, which one is this? Did you try it? No, I want to go to Cardi second. Let's go to the security guard first. Are people? Oh, my bad. These are both Cardi. All right, so let's go to this one first.
Take a swing at her.
No.
When you say there was a verbal altercation.
Yes.
Do you know what the word altercation means?
Like a conflict.
Like a fight, right?
It was like a verbal fight, but it didn't get physical at all.
Good catch. Like a conflict. And then the lawyer, sneaky ass lawyer comes in like a fight. And she said, no, it wasn't physical. Good catch, Cardi. Good. We know you ghetto as shit. You got to be sharp up there, love.
So she was coming in. I was coming out. I could hear her. She was talking on the phone. And she said, oh my God, y'all, Cardi B's here. So I kind of speed walk, but I feel her behind me. Then I hear her talking like, oh my God, Cardi B is here. So I turn around and she had her phone. She didn't have it here no more. Now she has it here. And I asked her, yo, why are you recording me? And she clearly looked like the security. She looked like the security guard. She's uniformed down. And I'm like, why are you recording me? Are you security? And she's like, oh, my bad. But then I'm walking and I feel her still following me. So like as I'm walking, speed walking, trying to look for the office, I turn around again. And I'm like, why are you following me? She's like, because I can. It's like, no, you can't. Why are you following me for? Like, ain't you supposed to be security? And she's like, because I can. It's like, no, you can. And she's like getting closer and closer. Like now she's like in front of me where I can't even like really maneuver. And I'm like, ain't you supposed to be security? Like you grouped out, you recording me.
Grouped out.
You recording me. Now you following me. Like back up. And she's like, I can do what I want. It's like, no, you can. Like you can't do what you want.
Did she just say bitch in court? No, bitch. Get that bitch, Cardi.
That's when we started arguing.
What did you start?
I was like, you can't do what you want. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's like you invading my privacy, and now we're like chest to chest practically. So I keep telling her like, you need to back up, back up. I'm thinking to myself like, this girl's big. She's big. She got big black boots on, and I'm like, damn. The hell am I gonna do now? She's literally right in my face, like on my chest, and we're arguing. And I keep telling her to back up, but she's not backing up. And we arguing, cursing at each other. I did call her the B word. I did call her a bitch. Like, get out of my face. I did say, get the fuck out of my face. You're in my face. You're screaming in my face. We're like literally we're literally screaming at each other. And she kept telling me like, you're gonna leave my building. I'm not leaving. Like, how you harassing me? I'm not leaving. Like, you telling me, how you telling me to leave? I came to see a doctor. You following me. You're recording me. I'm just trying to check my cat. You're recording me. And we're arguing, we're arguing. That's when the receptionist came out. She started wilding out like, this hit me, and I'm like, I did not hit her. I'm looking at her like, girl, I can't even hit you if I want to. You're bigger than me and you're pregnant. And she just started wilding out like, this bitch hit me. Then the doctor came out and he's like, go to my office. And after that, I just walk away.
So we got two more videos that we're gonna check out. Damn, am I messing up the details? So is the security guard pregnant or was Cardi B pregnant at the time? It's Cardi B pregnant at the time, right? All right, I'm pretty sure. That's so weird about how TMZ site does this. It's like they try to trap you into the ad and don't let you scroll right away. I be thinking it's my mouse sometimes. Let me come here real quick, and then I'm gonna go to the other two videos. One, Melly, I agree. She's walking comedy. She's walking entertainment. Yes, it is funny as shit for Cardi for some reason. That's just who she is. Capo says she is too old to be acting like this. So I agree. As adults, like all this shit be senseless, but it's Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? I have this type of expectation for Cardi B or a Sexy Red, and it's really part of who they are and part of their sale and part of their image and part of their personality. So I'm just not shocked. Mish says, where is her security? I understand that, but there is an element as well of like, I understand I'm a big celebrity, the A-lister, and I have people that get grouped out and all types of people that follow me around malls and whatnot. But there's gotta be some areas where I can have to myself or I can do on my own, or I don't even need my security guard trailing me around or in that level of privacy as well. I want to hope that the hospital is one of them. I kind of want to hope, like if you're going there to get a health checkup, or if you're going there for a pregnancy checkup, or if you're going there to see your gynecologist, like what she said with this day, she said, I'm just here to get my cat seen or whatever. You're there to see your gynecologist. Like, if I gotta have my security detail with me to walk into a clinic for that, like, okay, how about you park outside of the door so when I walk out, you got my back, or when I'm walking in, you watching my back. But while I'm inside the fucking medical facilities, like, I don't want security guards walking up and down these halls with me. And remember, security guards can only go but so far anyway. There's areas in the hospital that your family can't go. You know, there's certain boundaries. There be lines on the fucking floor that say you cannot cross this line unless you're a doctor or unless a doctor makes you go into that area, whatever. Everybody else got to sit their ass in the waiting room. You know, so finicky situation. But whether Cardi B, well, I think she knows that. She's probably got a very expensive lawyer that coached her. You could tell from some of the details that she's saying that these moments are pivotal for how the jury sees this, right? Little things like saying we're chest to chest in this moment. She's trying to give an image or paint a picture that I have no choice but to be involved in a conflict. You're saying that somebody engaged your personal space, which creates almost a physical conflict that you may even feel the need to defend yourself, even though she's saying that all I did was do verbal, right? But when somebody goes like this and Cardi B says, I got nowhere to go, that's tactical. That's tactical. You cut off my lane. You stepped in front of me. You stopped. I can't advance. I can't walk away. This is full confrontation. If this was physical, hey, stand your ground, right? So she's funny as shit, but she's saying things that are important. All right, the second video.
Allowed to record you if they want to in a public place, which would be the building that you were at. Yes or no?
Objection calls for legal.
Multiple times in here, you see she's in mode. She's also frisky. We know that about Cardi B. She wants to jump in and get back at the prosecutor or the DA and answer. Shorty, give yourself a second here. Her lawyer now is submitting objections, you know, and she keeps tripping over them in this video.
Mischaracterize it.
Do you know?
Put your hand down, Shorty.
If it's okay for someone to videotape you?
Objection calls for legal conclusion.
When she videotaped you, or maybe she didn't, what proof do you have that she was videotaping you?
She had her phone went from here to right here, and she said like, "Yo, Cardi B," like I seen her. I turned around and I seen it. I seen it with my own eyes.
Did
I
you
seen
ever
it.
see the actual video recording of you on her phone? Yes or no?
No.
That was a clear one, what they went for right there, right? Trying to open up the door to say you weren't being recorded. And that'll be the other side's story, right? Did you ever see the video? No. I mean, we all know common sense. You see somebody like this, we all know they're fucking recording. You know what I'm saying? But in court, they're trying to leave the door open for doubt that it's possible she wasn't recorded. All right, let's take a look at the security guard up there. See what she got to say. Cardi B appears in court, blah, 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 verbal abuse against security guard. Yeah, 2018, 7 years ago. I'm going to beat your ass. All right.
Words that she used that were so hurtful.
She used a lot of words. And again, excuse my language, but she was like, that's why I'm going to beat your ass. I'm going to get you fired. That's why you do security. That's why you do security.
Sounds like
she was
Cardi.
sticking her tongue out. She was flailing her arms up and down. She was jumping up and down. Body shaming me. I mean, racial slurs, just a lot.
And did she spit on you?
She did.
Did her spit actually land on your body?
It did.
What are the words that she used?
All right. Let me read this caption and I want to give y'all a take on that. Cardi B made her debut in court for civil trial in which the former security guard said, former? What do you mean former? Did she quit her job? Is that going to be part of this civil suit? I had to quit my job. I no longer could be a security guard. I'm mentally, messed up. I never want to do security in any building ever again because Cardi B ruined that. I have nightmares about it. Why is it former security guard? Anyway, former security guard. Say Cardi ridiculed her, spit on her, and even cut her with a fingernail. All right. Imani Ellis took the stand in Los Angeles courtroom and testified she first encountered Cardi B at Beverly Hills. I don't want to mispronounce it. My bad, ladies. Office where Cardi had an appointment while 4 months pregnant in 2018. So, even though she said I'm here to check my cat, that's why I said you're a gynecologist or something. She's there while she's pregnant. Okay. Ellis testified she spotted Cardi and said, "Wow, that's Cardi B," prompting Cardi to get in her face and accuse her of using her phone to spread word of Cardi's private medical visit. She testified Cardi took a swing at her while bombarding her with obscenities and mocking her weight and her job as a security guard. Okay. Look at this comment right here. It says, "Where's the video?" Yeah. So if you recorded it, well, then again, if she recorded video of Cardi B, she's not turning it over. Why would she? That plays against her. That ain't gonna help her. First and foremost, when we talk about the shit that always pisses me off, the obscenities, the you're a security guard, and that really, really does sound like Cardi B sticking out. You're a fat bitch, you're security, get the fuck out. It really does. I can't prove that she said that. You know what I'm saying? Where's the proof? But it does sound like something that Cardi would fucking do. And the whole the damaging verbal, and she body shamed me. This new era. You see these videos on social media when they be like, yo, people that's born in the 80s, they'll take a gunshot in school same day. People that's born in the 90s, they take a gunshot, get bandaged up, then try to get to school the same week. You know what I'm saying? 2000s, they get shot. I took like a graze. Let me be a little bit more practical. Like a graze. They catch a graze. It's like, wait a minute, hold on, I'm gonna sit down and figure this out. This current era, like they die from the graze. And they're gonna sue and then die. It's so different. Like, what the fuck is a body shame, bitch? Like, get out of here. Like, you guys insult and diss each other. Like, if I literally walk down the street right now and get into a verbal altercation over a parking spot, and I say, you fucking idiot. People these days are literally walking into court and saying, I feel different as a human being. I don't even want to work anymore. I'm scared of parking lots because the last time I was there, somebody called me a fucking idiot. And it changed my life. It changed my life. It's like post-traumatic war syndrome now or some shit like that. Oh, and by the way, they called me fat. Body shame. That's a newer one, right? That's this era. Body shame. I'm from an era where if you're skinny, you're skinny. If you're fat, you're fat. And you get called both on a regular. We never had a word for people in the middle. You skinny fuck. You fat. Like, that's the era I'm from. Now, I know it's very sensitive these days, but people bring that in civil suits. It's fucking crazy, B. It's fucking crazy. Now, the part that is more serious to me, number one, spitting on. That's something you get killed for. All right. Legally, spitting on somebody is assault. It really is assault. All right. What do they say about a man? You don't slap a man. You don't tell a man SMD. You don't spit on no man. These are things that'll force somebody to come off their hip. Like, they're very, very extreme things to do to somebody. Spitting on somebody is like one of the ultimate forms of disrespect that you are trying to do to somebody. If somebody ever spit in, I don't even want to go. I don't want to talk about that type of shit on camera. but that's bad if you spit on somebody. The other one of, did she get sliced? I see slashed on the internet. I see sliced. I see cut by a fingernail. So Cardi B mushes her allegedly or waves a hand in her face, tries to really slap her, whatever. If this girl ended up with a cut on her face, letter of the law shit, yeah, assault. Especially if she took a picture of this cut comes from the celebrity Cardi B. So this whole thing of what she's up there representing, the verbal shit, I don't give a fuck about it. The spitting on and possibly getting your face cut, whether it's from a wave, a mush, a slap, or a punch, assault is assault, right? Keep your fucking hands and your spit to yourself. Okay. Now that's against Cardi B, and that's sticking up for Cardi B. The overall interaction, I definitely have a problem with, and it's gonna end up 2 for 1, two for Cardi and 1 for the security guard. The last one, the third round, I'm giving to Cardi B. Here's why. I do feel like you approach this woman in there because she's Cardi B. I do believe the way all this interaction happens in the first place is you're grouped out, you fanned out. Like, how do you end up chest to chest with Cardi B while she's there following up on her pregnancy or a gynecologist appointment or whatever. How do you, as a security guard, end up chest to chest with Cardi B? Did Cardi B walk up in there looking for you? I don't think so. If anything, it sounds like this whole thing goes up because Cardi B wants to avoid people. Cardi B is a whole A-list celebrity. I'm in here. I'm possibly in here without makeup. I don't even know if the world knows at this point that she's pregnant. That within itself is career impacting. Hey, Drake, I heard you got a kid type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if the world doesn't even know I'm pregnant yet? And even if they don't know after this, like the rumor mills, the speculation, the video footage, I could be in here looking crazy. You know, I'm walking around in a gynecologist or a facility for a pregnancy checkup or something like that. That's not footage I want to be on. And here you are like this. And it's not even like you're just some regular fan or a hip hop fan in the lobby. You work there. You're the security guard. You're supposed to be upholding some type of behavior. Yes, y'all security guards get fanned out as well. But if you get infected by your getting fanned out moment and you walking up on a celebrity that happened to walk up in there for her own personal private medical appointment and you like this, I might have an issue too. You might be fucking up my money with that video. You might be fucking up my rollout. You might be literally pulling a Pusha T on Drake. Drake really wanted fucking his son to come out with the Adidas and all that type of shit. And Pusha, you fucked it up. Same thing here. Get out of here with your phone. So, point one, I don't want to hear nothing about this fucking verbalist. I hate it. I hate when people say I can't work here no more. I have nightmares. My brain is fucked up because I've seen people, especially in my era where I come from, go through real shit. I didn't watch women get verbally abused in relationships. People like my own mother when I was a little kid, and watch what she sat through. And then I turn around in this era and I watch y'all go to court because somebody called you fat, body shaming. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear none of that soft ass verbal shit. But the other side, if she spit on you, that's extreme. Don't spit on nobody. That's disgusting. If your face got slashed in the melee, okay, shorty, you got assaulted. That's against Cardi B. Cardi B does need to know who the fuck she is too and have some control over herself. You can't be Cardi B in some hospital spitting on somebody allegedly or getting to the point where anything you do, any movement you make leaves a cut on somebody's face. You're Cardi B, right? And allegedly, because we don't have the footage, allegedly. So verbal shit, get that out of here. Assault, if true, spitting on, if true, Cardi, you fucked up. The third one, what the fuck are you doing confronting Cardi B and invading her privacy and recording her and use the whole security guard? Let this woman have her moment of fucking privacy. She's got shit to cover her back about too. And even how about this? This is for y'all ladies. Last but not least, I don't care if I'm a celebrity or not. I could be a regular person in here for my regular appointment. Get that camera the fuck out my face. I don't want to be on camera for this shit. Okay? Regular people don't even like being on camera at the gym. They see y'all fucking fake influencers setting up y'all tripods. They want to get the fuck away from y'all. I'm just here to work out. I don't want to end up in somebody's footage. All right. I'm off it. All right, let's move on. Jackson, Rampage Jackson. This is now our third day in a row covering it. I haven't heard yet of any charges yet. This is like one of those super national. I was so correct early on when we first covered. I said, yo, there could be attempted murder charges. And I was like, yo, this is serious. Like it's I felt bad the first time I said, like, because this is big. Because I know physical combat. Like, I don't know why I went over some people's heads when it first dropped. They're like, no, this is big. And now you guys see it. Now you guys see how big of a deal this shit really, really is. Let me add this. It's so big of a deal. It's one of those situations where you now see the cultural divide happening too. You feel it? You just got to be worldly, especially if you're worldly plus American. And then, especially if you're worldly plus American plus a black man, you got the instinct for it. You can feel it. You can see it. You can smell the shit. You feel the vibe. You see certain people react in certain ways. No different than the Rodney Hinton Jr. Now that one's clear, and that's why that police chief came out in the Rodney Hinton Jr. thing. Like, I need everybody to calm down. We don't want any rioting. We don't want any fussing, any fighting. Another one is Rodney King. There's big situations that involve a black man and a white man, or a black man or a black person, black woman, and a white person or white woman, right? And it could just be a regular misunderstanding, or arrest, or fight, or physical confrontation, but it creates the cultural racial, and you feel it. And for this, I'm starting to see it and feel it more and more and more. The legs of this shit is crazy. And when I say the biggest people, some of the biggest people in the world are talking about it and adding opinion, it's happening. All right. Let's go to new footage of Rampage Jackson. They caught up with him again. He's a little bit more calm this time. There's another video, I think like TMZ or somebody, like paparazzi caught him in the airport. We're going to play that. This one right here, he's more calm. He's more sat down. Every time you see the microphone on his hat, he's obviously in streaming mode. So I don't know if this comes from his own stream, paparazzi, but he allowed himself to talk a bit at a bowling alley. Don't know if it's the best thing to be doing. You got to be very, very careful right now. Very sensitive situation, but let's see. Let's see.
I don't condone what my son did at all. I gotta have my son's back, but I'm gonna let justice, play out, take its course. Ain't much I can do on that side, but be a father, being a father in hard moments like this. Sometimes you're proud of your kids, and sometimes you're not proud of your kids, but at the end of the day, you're still a father. And, hopefully one day I can meet Syko Stu and shake his hand and have a man-to-man with him and stuff like that. But who knows? But I don't condone what my son did at all. I gotta have my son's back, but
the father element is there. I gotta have my son's back. Then the political / career / the whole world is watching this and reacting, and we are in a bad spot. That element is there when he says, I don't condone what my son did. He didn't have to say it, but this shit is so big where if you're going to be talking, you kind of gotta put it out there. There's too much pressure on them right now. A lot of pressure on Rampage. There's just as much talk around his name as there is around his son. People are even out there blaming him for it. You raised your son. You trash him on the streams. You made him insecure. You're the reason why your son walks around feeling like he needs to prove himself. You gay bash your son on stream. Rampage got a lot of pressure on him too, right? And then you see the humane side of it element to this clip here. Syko Stu, he's sympathetic, at least here on camera. I'd like to meet him one day. Hopefully we can have a conversation. I'd love to shake his hand. There is no playing the other side. The first initial responses that came out from him when he was driving in the car and reacting on stream, he was like, I gotta speak to the train. I might have to beat somebody up. And he can't say those things right now. But another 72 hours in, he cannot get on camera talking about Rampage. He can't get on camera talking about Raj's trainer because of the concussion. Why was he there? He can't point in any other directions? He will get torn down if he does badly. He's already on thin ice with people. He is. And whether he deserves to be on thin ice or not is based on who you ask, right? And when I say thin ice, it goes all the way up to death threats. This is when they caught him in the airport. and they got a couple little, responses out of them.
How you doing, Mr. Jackson? Anything to say about? And first of all, really sorry. We're really sorry about the whole situation.
You know that. I wish I could.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if there was any updates.
All I'm saying is, a lot of racist people give me death threats and stuff like that. Like, I'm a fucking man too. Call me a bad boss. It's uncalled for.
That's uncalled for. None of this is your fault. It's a. You made your explanation.
Anything I say is twisted anyway.
Yeah.
Let's go let the turkey run. Hey.
No, I hear. Hey, prayers are with you and your family, man. Seriously. No, seriously. Everybody exercise compassion here. Take care, Mr. Jackson.
Yeah, can't really say too much. He said things are getting twisted. He said he's getting racist, invoked death threats. I believe it. I've already seen it. I've seen people calling for all types of wild stuff in the direction of his son. I've already seen it. As it relates to Rampage, I've seen a lot of vile stuff in his direction too. Shout out to Kelson. I'm on the way, G. I've seen a lot of that stuff. So the death threats, this is the internet too. Millions of people are weighing in on this. Millions. All right, let's move to this. So second from the left, the guy sitting there, sleeveless shirt in the middle with kind of like the red mohawky type of dude. He's the guy that eventually jumped into the ring and kind of tackled Raja. And when you look at the footage, when you look at the severity of the beating and the attack, we just got to call a spade a spade. This guy really did save Syko Stu's life, because you can just tell from watching it, even when Raja fought people off at times and continued swinging, and from what he said himself on his own stream, oh my God, he kills himself by saying, I'm going to hit him as many times as I can. You just got to interpret it, people. You got to, I don't know if you know physical. I don't know if you know fighting. I don't know if you know rage. I don't know if you see the setup. I don't see if you see the influence from all of this adds up. His background of fighting, some elements with his father, him after the shit saying, yo, I'm not no bitch. Everyone, the word everyone. All of this gumbo pot comes together, and you could just put it all together and see. He would have punched them for an hour if he could, or until his hands broke. He would have. So I say that to say this man literally saved Syko Stu's life. Literally. Let's go to this piece first. It says, what happened to Syko Stu chapter?
Need you to go out there and check a scenario. This guy's going to do a spot. I'm like, when does the spot happen? Oh, we'll let you know. Well, you want to let me know, but like, you're not.
Actually, no, I'm going to the piece of how he got involved. My bad. So this is more behind the scenes stuff of the people in the venue, whether it be owners, coordinators, other wrestlers, being told or asked how to be involved with this whole setup of Raja getting into the ring. And he was one of them.
I mean, when the cue is, when is the spot supposed to happen, you're just going to let me know just in case. All right, so I'm stuck waiting for this cue. I walk out to somebody with the radio. I said, hey, talk to the back. When do you guys want me to go? What's happening? I was informed about the beer can incident. Actually, shortly before that, they told me that they, made up, shook hands, hugged it out multiple times. So it was going to be fine, but they just want to make sure. I talked to the person up front with the radio. I walk back to the ring. I see the slam. I see the first punch, second punch. And by then I'm at people in front of me and I just start moving. I kind of wish I would have just sprung on like the slam. So that's where I'm at. I mean, honestly, there's nothing worse than you watch somebody you care about. He's a veteran. He's me. And these are people who are supposed to love him. And I'm the only one on the outskirts to be told to watch this, apparently. And then I'm in there and I'm battling. I'm doing whatever, trying to like work this. And I'm telling the guy to calm down. And now he's trying to fight me. It's all fucked, like just.
So them
you know how bad it is for him to, and he knows all the people. He knows the person on the walkie-talkie, the microphone that he's talking about. He knows the people that walked up to him and told him, hey, I want you to be ringside just in case. The just in case alone is super liability. Just in case what? That loans to somebody making a case that that Raj is going to get in there to collect his receipts. Hit him for real. But hey, watch out just in case this goes too far. Well, it did. It did. Raja is the main responsible. But there's many people involved here that almost took this man's life. I can't continue to weigh on y'all how much liability is also outside of Raja. They're all going to be attacked one way or another. I promise you. I promise you.
Telling you to watch this and get involved. If this was supposed to be an angle, it kind of doesn't make any sense because you have nothing to do with their storyline or whatever. It seems like they kind of wanted you there just because you're the only one who can shoot, which in wrestling means for a real fight, right?
If I like it, like how you would use a dog. Like, hey, we'll send our bitch to go do this.
But the fact that they told you to watch out and, be ready, and the fact that this had nothing to do with any of the storylines kind of shows that this was premeditated, right?
I think the premeditation part comes on the side of AJ Mana. You brought somebody that was volatile that you knew had issues.
So real quick, that's the friend of Raja who brought him to the...
Stop. So we're going to continue to mention that name as this develops. AJ, the cowboy, the one in the hallway that says, listen, man, when you go in there, get your receipt. You know what a receipt is, right? Get your receipt. And if anybody has a problem with it, I'll jump in there. AJ, the reaction towards you is going to grow more and more as well. You are going to become another public enemy number one. Actually, you already are. You already are. Because this guy that's interviewing that jumped in and saved Syko Stu's life, he's also putting on the record that you had a personal problem with Syko Stu. So you're not just doing this because, this was the stupidest way ever to try to fix the beer can situation, but that you have your own motives to actually want to see something happen to Syko Stu, allegedly. AJ, if you don't got your lawyers by now, you better go scrape up whatever you can and try to get the Brian Steeles of the world. You are in a shitload of trouble, even at a civil level. I mean, like just a civilian level, like people will continue to grow more and more hate towards this man, like real hate, real hate, because of what happened in the aftermath. You're a big part of setting them up, allegedly.
That's the small calf, small ass chicken legs bitch with the cowboy hat.
So this fight, whatever you want to call it, Raja Jackson.
Attempted murder.
Right. This attempted murder, he landed like 20-something punches on him.
23
punches on him. You pull him off. And then he tried to go at you. So was he trying to continue beating him even further?
I think the culmination between his dad picking on him and all his daddy issues came out and all the shit that AJ gassed up into his head. Because let me put it this way. I don't like Raja. I think Raja's a shit person for what he did. But I think AJ's a bigger shit person for gassing him up to be in that fucking ring, to leading him to ruin his own fucking life, to hurt somebody that AJ also has a fucking problem with. You can't fucking tell me that's not. I don't believe in coincidence.
He was basically trying to put the blood on someone else's hands.
Exactly, because he's not going to do it himself. Mm-hmm. The few little backyard fights he fucking got in where he got beat the fuck up, and then you got somebody that's a real fighter, trained by somebody that's one of the greatest of all time, and then you had him do your dirty work. He ruined two people's lives.
So what happened when you got involved with Raja? Why did he want to keep going? Well, I know his chat was like gassing him up leading up to it, which we've talked about.
Another reason why live streaming is toxic.
Yeah.
Just goes to show.
When you're a man, you're in control of your life. If you do things for other men, you're their bitch. You are not a man. You're a puppet.
Doug, so what happened when you and him squared off?
I just went in there to stop it first, because I was kind of in shock. I saw Stu. I saw the punches. It felt like slow motion. I'm looking around. I'm looking at Stu's friends staring at me, not running in. I'm only running in. Somebody
We're going to watch the
Stu
footage
after he almost got beat to death. People are so chicken shit that they don't understand violence. They don't understand what's going on. They don't want to partake in anything. They weren't willing to save their friend. They would rather worry about their own image, their self, their match, or this. Sometimes the world stops. Sometimes the world stops. You could go to the store one day, be shopping for fucking groceries, and if you see an old lady get beat up and fucking robbed, you have to do something. It's managed in my fucking life than I saw that night.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm just trying to get a better understanding of like how the show went on. Who took him out of the ring, first of all?
Stu left by paramedics in his own blood, choking. A veteran. A war veteran.
Was he stretchered out of the show?
Yes, he was a load and go criteria.
After that, did the show just continue as if nothing happened?
There was kids crying. There was women and children upset. The little girl, Sophia, in my tag team, she saw the whole fucking thing. And as an adult, that's my job to, is to protect everybody. And I fell really short. I talked to her dad. She said she saw everything. She tried to get out of the car, come back, and see if Stu was going to be okay. And it's fucked up, like.
Want to hear a small detail that I caught? As far as the delay in the building, the ref, the other wrestlers, the people that were part of the plan, the delay. This is the only person that really reacted as far as getting in there and getting Raja really off of this guy. Everybody else was pussy, delayed, stupid, unprofessional, it's disgusting when you watch all the people around, especially from the second angle. But anyway, there's even a small detail. I think I really could be a lawyer. I think I can, but a junior lawyer. There's even a small detail with the DJ. You hear the song playing, the Chief Keef, I don't like a fuck nigga. That's that shit I don't like. If I'm a prosecutor, I'm paying attention to that detail. When Raja enters the stage, that song comes on. Why that song? Those lyrics. Here's the other key to it in case you think ARP is reaching. The moment the punches start to get a little bit out of hand, obviously to people like, oh, this is real. He's really punching them. The DJ cuts the music off. Anybody else catch that? The DJ stops the music. It's no different than being in a club and a fight breaks out. The DJ normally cuts the music off so that order could be, people pay attention, order could come, authorities or security guards can coordinate better without the loud music. It's common practice. If something's happening, you cut the music off, let people hear and understand more. If you're performing at a concert, the artist, if something goes on in the crowd, the DJ cuts the music. The performance stops. The DJ, when the punches started raining, he cut the music. First person with that take on the internet. Maybe it's just me. Okay, cool.
You have kids at the show. You have families at the show. We're supposed to be here for a good time. And why I keep bringing up that fucking asshole with the stupid cowboy hat? Because you brought somebody that was volatile. You knew he was volatile. You set him up. You had him do your dirty work at a show where you know everybody's doing this for entertainment. And you wanted to do that? What a fucking prick. Both of those fucking people. Fuck everybody involved with that person. And here's my thing about like the Raja situation. His dad is going to be hurting. His family's going to be hurting because of the trauma with the fucking son doing this shit, the embarrassment, all of that stuff. Right? You have.
But the most disgusting.
Let's go to some more liability here.
Thing is that people at this school are being encouraged to not cooperate with the police. From what I hear,
that's called obstruction of justice. Yo, they want $1 billion. They're begging for $1 billion lawsuit. And as much as we hate some of these frivolous ass lawsuits, they're gonna deserve it. Allegedly, it's being reported up here that you guys allegedly are telling the wrestlers or the people involved, don't speak with authorities because the police investigation is open. We saw that 2 days ago. And they're collecting information before any charges come, indictments come down, or whatever. They're collecting information. And they're going to witnesses. They're going to people that work there. And allegedly, the people that they're trying to talk to are being told from the school or the company to not cooperate or not to speak. Allegedly, that is obstruction of justice. If they get their hands on any of that. Any proof of that? Wait, what is this? Oh, this is this proof right here? My bad. A DM. Who is Kevin Thomas? Please refrain from engaging in comment sections on social media posts about this tragedy. It will be weaponized in potential criminal and civil cases. Fly low. All right, staying off social media. I don't know. A good lawyer can cover me on that one. The fly low shit looks a little suspect. Let's go to the second one though. If law enforcement or an attorney for the suspect contacts you in any capacity, let someone here know right away for guidance on how to address them. At everyone. I don't know if that's bad. Guidance, how to address them. Yeah, because you do have the right to remain silent and have your lawyer to make sure you don't jam yourself up. So I don't know. This DM right here almost seems like something that we should all be doing if we fucked up and now we assume that the cops are going to be knocking on our door any second now. Right? But if you're telling people, hey, that cop that's on their way to your crib or that don't answer them, I don't know. Fine line there.
The police were there investigating the scene shortly after Stu was removed, and there has been multiple requests that have gone downstream from upper management to not talk with the police directly if they are contacted, and to only let a certain group of individuals interact with the police.
No one needs to be discussing anything. I'll shut this feed down, please. Agreed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You see, the group says Knox Pro 2025 or Knock X. That's the company, or right? The school, right? Allegedly, right. No one needs to be discussing anything. I'll shut. They're not lying up here in this interview.
That is extremely dishonest. You guys let your friend almost die, and now you're trying to have people lie for you. And fuck you to.
Do not put yourself in investigation. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What is that? Whether people with us or not. NY family. What? Syko Joe, Roman Reigns, Uso, and Sefa Abs Jacob are supporting us? Or so they're naming names like, what are those? The higher ups, the owners, the managers, the CEOs? What? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As answers. Oh, okay.
Every single person who replied to them, yes, sir, you are all weak sacks of shit, and I hope you rot in hell. You are wasting oxygen that other people could be breathing. Go fuck yourself. And if you continue,
mind you, the people up here talking, this ain't no fucking Young Thug audio that we did yesterday. A street nigga that's in interrogation saying names that he shouldn't be saying. These are civilians, or these are tax law-abiding citizens. They fully support people doing right, and they're totally against people doing wrong. You can't take any quarrel with their position right here based on who they are and what they represent. Tax-paying, law-abiding, not supporting fuck shit. They want the law to be able to get through this and figure this out and punish those involved. That's what they want. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
to be complacent
They're exposing the people in these DMs.
In this investigation, and you side with the people who you know are in the wrong, I wish nothing but the worst for you.
Is there anything else, I guess, any inside information that people don't know about yet that they would be interested in?
How many episodes we got?
Talking about this whole situation, of course.
Well, I'm a professional boxer, and I've trained as a professional. Never experienced any violence in Lord life. They should have known from that first slam that this was not a show. This had moved on from being a show, and somehow that individual was allowed to let off 23 punches.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Like, I'm not, me personally, I'm not on top of the first slam because he picks him up and everybody's with that. This is what he came in the ring for. And then Syko Stu clearly is allowing his 300 plus ass to be picked up. And then he repositions his arms on Raja, you know, while he's being picked up in the air. He's not fighting it, you know, but from the second angle, I definitely can see and tell that the slam knocked him out. Now, if the slam knocks him out and that says like, oh, we didn't want him to get knocked out, you still don't got the whole thing of like Raja, like, oh, my bad, I slammed him harder than I thought, you know, or I slammed him in a way that I didn't think. I thought these wrestling rings are meant to absorb impact, right? Whatever. But for me, from video, the first time I saw it, the very first punch I could see was real. The very first one. And even the DJ at some point realized they was real and cut the music. And I told you in the main angle from Raja's stream, you see somebody on the opposite side in the crowd stand up like this. He can tell it's real. You hear screaming. Like, there's people that, I don't know. You just gotta, I'm not saying you gotta grow up a violent person. You have enough fights, you see enough fights. Hell, even if you watch enough fights, who the fuck didn't know by punch one, punch two, at least punch three? Oh shit, something's wrong here. Some people didn't react. One person reacted. You know, you wanted it to be faster, but he was shocked for a second too. Like, what the fuck? But then he got in and still saved Syko Stu's life. And the people that knew and still was double dutching like the referee, pussy.
For Doug here was able to intervene. Not one fucking person did anything. And that behavior continued when they encouraged every single member of this academy to stay quiet and not contact the authorities, not respond to the authorities, while simultaneously being extremely excited that this event has landed them 15 minutes of fame. They were encouraging people to repost their brother getting beaten to death and discouraging them from talking to law enforcement to make sure that the proper individuals responsible for this end up in jail.
You knew that person.
There's receipts out there of the company saying, let's promote. Yo, I don't think you're ever going to see a show from these guys again.
Was going to get hurt. You knew something was fucked up. I made eye contact with people from the side of the fucking ring when I was going in. I saw you by the fucking stage. It's not a big fucking room. You could have went around. You could have went through the stage. Well, what the fuck did you do?
This guy can't wait to get on stand and tell his side of everything that he's seen. And he's not wrong. He's not wrong for that. That's who he is. That's totally fine. He's ready to ride for Syko Stu's family. The moment that this touches court, he's going to be standing in line. Can I please get up here and call out the owner, this person, the cowboy named AJ that I'm calling a chicken shit or whatever? He's going to get on the stand talking like that. He's going to call him a chicken shit while he's on the stand. Watch. But y'all are in trouble.
You watched your fucking friend die. You watched somebody that you call family die. That means nobody is important to you. Not me, not anybody. So if I'm working for you guys and I sell as many tickets as I do and I put all this fucking money, time, and effort into this shit like I fucking do, I'm your number one fucking ticket seller. I bust my fucking ass for you fucking guys. That means the minute something bad happens to me, you guys will just watch it happen and you won't do shit.
How long have you been there? 3 years?
3 fucking years.
Stu's been there since day one.
I guarantee you he's going to stand on that. I could feel it. He's never going to work for them again. He quit. He hates them. He hates them. And he's going to be a part of exposing all of them. All of them.
And they let that happen.
And he's a fucking sweet human being.
Yeah, he was there when I was training 11 years ago.
I love you, Stu, and I'm sorry for the trauma. And I'm sorry for the people at Knox that don't deserve this.
So, Doug, are you still part of Knox Pro?
No. What's the point? They would watch me die.
Facts.
How can I trust you with my body? I'm going to let you pick me up for a body slam. I think it's all fun and games. I'm having fun. I think it's fun. I get hit with chairs. I'm laughing with my friends. But if I'm getting hit with chairs, metal fucking chairs, my head's bleeding. I got scars all over my fucking dome from this shit, right? And I'm having fun and I'm thinking, we're all having fun together. But then I realize you're trying to hurt me. And then I'm thinking, maybe, they didn't mean to fucking hurt me. But after this, it's apparent.
It's terrifying. You trust other people in there to do their job properly and to keep you safe. When you're a fighter and you have a fighting background like me, you're taught to keep your hands up. You're taught to protect yourself at all times. It is a rule of fighting. In wrestling, you are not allowed to do that. You have to present your chin. You have to present your neck. You have to present your entire body. And it's always a fear in the back of your head. Is this person going to hurt me? Whether they're not knowledgeable enough, whether they're not experienced enough, should never be a thought in anyone's mind. Was this person sent here to hurt me when I am put in a position where I am literally required to not defend myself because we are putting on a show? This is entertainment.
I never look at wrestling from that angle. It's opposite of being a fighter as far as defend yourself at all times. You're taught the opposite. To allow yourself to have the nerves to, all right, here's my chin. All right, pick me up, slam me. And so the amount of trust that you have to have. Damn. We did a lot of dumb shit when we was kids. Birthday punches ain't shit. Nobody ever was trying to punch me in my arm or my shoulder for my birthday punches and made an accident and hit me in my face. Like, no, this got decent aim. But things like getting your throat chopped, that's crazy. It's your windpipe, man. Open chest is a bad one. It's your heart. Yeah, open chest, right in your chest. We played that as kids. And wrestlers, man, you have to allow yourself to be vulnerable. You can't have your hands up. You gotta take the punch or take the slam or let somebody jump off the top ropes and elbow and hopefully do it right. Shit. So once again, when Syko Stu allows himself to be picked up, slammed on his head or slammed on his back like that, his head hits the canvas, and then I gotta trust this whole thing to play out correctly. And he just woke up in the hospital not knowing shit, not remembering shit. Here's another angle, people, of the footage of when the guy that was just talking, the main person that saved Syko Stu's life, jumps into the ring, tackles Raja. They began to fight a little bit in the corner too. But the disgusting thing as well about this footage, as if there isn't already enough disgusting elements to this whole scenario, is there's another wrestler while Psycho Stu is laying there on his back, bloodied and unconscious, choking on his own blood and teeth, allegedly, I'll say, there's another wrestler that jumps into the ring and pins him. What? Psycho Stu, fuck everybody that's there except for the fans that paid and just was there oblivious. Fuck everybody. How did he get pinned? What the fuck? Right there. Music's off. See, DJ just cut it. Look at this guy over here in the corner watching like a bitch. Look at him. Look at him. Look at the ref. Look at these guys. Look at Psycho Stu sitting there. And if you pay attention to Psycho Stu, you'll see him gagging a little bit.
Come on, Stu, get up!
Look, even the kids know. You see the kids say, oh my God. The kids know at this point too.
Oh my God. He's bleeding so bad. The dude who came in like punched him for real.
The kids know. He punched him for real. The kids know. And they still fight. He's still punching that Raja over there. And he went out for. See this guy. He went out for Psycho Stu. He really did. He really did. And look at this piece of shit idiot. Jumps in the ring and pins Psycho Stu while he's there gagging on his own blood allegedly. And the fucking ref. I didn't notice that. The ref counted it. The ref at this point knows it's real though. Want to know why? Because the ref was one of the people pussy ass double dutching into it. And is right standing over Psycho Stu seeing all the blood from him. I didn't know that the ref counted it. The ref counted him out. Yo. The ref was already, the ref deserves liability based on his responsibilities to protect the fighters. No, now maybe there's some gray area there because a ref doesn't really protect the fighters if it's wrestling because it's fake. So his whole thing is being fake. I don't know. You wrestling experts ought to tell me about that. Teach me about that. To me, I see a ref. Their job is to protect the fighters. Okay? The fucking ref that was so pussy watching Raja beat on this man was like this. Scared to intervene. Scared to be a ref. He was scared. And then you see the fight in the corner. This guy jumps in, tackles Raja. He's over there punching at Raja, fighting. Raja's over there trying to, he's dealing with 2-3 people, whatever. The music cuts off. The kids are screaming. People in the building is screaming. All of this shit. You look down, you see Psycho Stu bleeding. Somebody jumps in, a piece of shit, and pins him. And then the ref has the nerve, after all of those wrongs that he did, to jump down on the side of his body and count the pin. I was not ready to see that this morning. I saw this footage already, but I only paid attention to the punching in the corner. That it's a new angle. I listened to the kids and I watched the pin. I did not catch the fucking ref when I watched this the first time. You piece of shit, the ref. You piece of shit, the ref too.
What? Come on, Stu.
You! Shut up! Oh,
He stops it. I mean, the DJ starts the music like soon as he pretty much picks him up. He's out. He's out from the pin. You can see it here. that impact is on. He's out, and I ain't gonna play the punches. He's out. I said before we start getting into some of this footage, how big of a deal this is, and how some of the biggest people. This is the biggest YouTuber in the world, right? The biggest YouTuber in the world. Mr. Beast donates $10,000 to Psycho Stu's GoFundMe after Raja Jackson's beatdown. But so you see the 10,000 up here for Mr. Beast, but look at the other ones. People are, when you see $5, $2, whatever. Look at this one, $2,500, $2,500, $1,000. You ever partake in a GoFundMe that's serious, people, and you realize that I really can't. If I don't have it, then I just gotta stay off the GoFundMe, because for the cause, giving like $10 makes me feel bad. You ever be in that situation? I've been in that feeling before. Like there was one in battle rap, I think. Somebody like the house burned down or whatever. Matter of fact, I remember who it is. I ain't gonna say his name. Shout out to you, homie. Hope everything continues to work out well, or already did. And when I saw that GoFundMe, and I saw the amount that they were going for, it's either you don't donate at all, or you donate at least, like, let's say, I don't know, $50 or $100. It's just you can't put 5 in there. You just can't. And this situation right here, where this guy almost died, right? When I scroll this, look, 722, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 2,500, 2,500. It's not just people that feel a way about this situation and really feel sympathetic and want to help, but they feel like this situation is so extreme that I don't know this guy, Psycho Stu, but here's 1,000, here's 2,500, and he deserves it. He deserves it, man. He deserves it. I'll be on point, man. The first stream I did, I said, yo, I feel away, man. This is not good. I probably could have predicted that it was going to be, I think I did. That was going to be a very, very, very big deal. Very big deal. Definitely predicted that. But the racial divide, the cultural impact, the sports world impact, the MMA world impact, some of these big people continuing to weigh in, the viral nature of this. I don't think Raja could talk at all. I don't think he could tweet. I don't think he could do an interview. I think he needs to just be quarantined in his crib until if they come for him. I don't think he could even walk to the store. I think he needs to stay away from because it's so sensitive right now. Even if he's caught in the supermarket and somebody, hey, that's Raja, even if his face looks tough, they'll kill him for it. You know what I'm saying? Even if he says, please get out my face, they'll kill him for it. They want his head on a stick right now. Like a lot of people, the death threats to Rampage, it's the same thing for him. It's a very serious situation. Same thing for Raja. People want him dead. And I said on the first stream, I said, the kick is probably gone. Yeah. And I said, I don't know who's going to license him to fight again. I don't know who'll get behind that. I would triple down on that right now. That man's career is over as a fighter. It's over. He will never professionally fight again. I don't see it. I don't see it. All right, let's move on. What's up, Drake? It's not exaggeration when I was like, yo, he's having such a bad last 7-8 days, right? You got the Pac Chain thing, and you got the court updates, and you got this here right now. It's just never ended. The thing with the blogger, I was like, yo, why are you calling the blogger a goof because he didn't finish Lil Wayne's lyrics or whatever? Like, why would you let that be publicly a narrative for you this week? Like, he is kicking up enough dust. This would be a great rollout as far as grabbing attention, but you're grabbing more attention for all of this shit than you are for the music, to be honest. All right. I'm not shocked at this, of course, because we know what side of the globe that these guys come from, right? But Glasses Malone, let's call Drake Kato Kalin of rap for UMG lawsuit. Okay. So Classes Malone, no, they got a Soul Drake lookalike in the video, B. They made a video. They made a little scenario of like a couple West Coasters and shit. Going at Drake, dissing Drake. What are you gonna do? You gonna do a diss track response, Drake? You better not. You can't. Glasses Malone has assembled his West Coast troops to saddle up against Drake through a music video that paints Champagne Poppy as all types of snitches for filing a lawsuit after essentially losing a rap battle to Kendrick Lamar. Look at it. Look at it. I'm going to play some of this muted.
Broadcasting live from the skies over the Compton Courthouse, this is Peter Boss for Ebony TV. The state of hip-hop versus the West Coast, where Glasses Malone is being tried for a RICO conspiracy,
LA
Rap
Giant.
Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act. What did he pull up here in a white Ford
Look at
Bronco
state of
on
hip-hop
80s?
versus the West
Let's
Coast.
go live from inside the courtroom.
All rise for the hip-hop.
They got a courtroom video, y'all.
The honorable judge. Play.
What? What? Wait, what did them signs say? Hold on. One of them says Big U in the background. Jurassic is that? Oh, it's supposed to be like against hip hop. Is that what it is? The signs in the background. Free to Loke. I see a Big U. I see a Jurassic. You see the cops in the background and shit. Is that Justin Hunt right here? If so, shout out to Justin Hunt. It looks like Justin Hunt right here. What is this? That's supposed to be the jury? Jury of your peers? They got one white guy. Yes, that's what that means. They got one white guy and the rest looking like the hood. That's supposed to be the jury. Yeah. Okay. Oh, man. Free to Loke. Glasses. Yeah. Free Big U sign. Oh, man. Let me jump around a little bit. You got the FBI there. Wait, what was that exhibit? Was that like supposed to be Drake's crib or something? Let me see. No. Oh, whoa, they got a Biggie one right here. Pop Smoke right here. Exhibits of East Coast people that I didn't listen to the whole lyrics of this song yet. I know they're not doing that. I know they're not like, I know it's not a dissing of East Coast people that died in LA. I know they're not doing that. I know that. But yeah, there's a Biggie exhibit right here and a Pop Smoke exhibit right there. Okay. But then but the news clip says state of hip hop versus the. I know y'all ain't doing that. Why you do the Big and the Pop Smoke shit? I ain't gonna jump to conclusions till I listen to all the lyrics. Why y'all do that? Why y'all do that? Is that the pop car? Was that the pop car? Wait, Pop Smoke exhibit there. The jury. Yeah, they put together a whole bunch of rap. That nigga like CeeLo, the judge. The judge looked like CeeLo. Oh, man. Fast forward through some of this shit. Yeah, y'all put together a symphony for real.
The prosecution's star witness, pop star Drake, is scheduled to take the stand. The Kato Kaelin of the music industry, Drake made history for being the first rapper ever to sue because he lost a rap battle, citing the legal precedent where McDonald's had to write a fat check because they served coffee that was too hot. Let's go live from inside the courtroom.
This game needs me.
Yo, that comparison is sinister, B. So do y'all know about that? That's a real thing. McDonald's coffee cups, the cups, they got to a point where they started putting it's hot, like on the cup itself, like the writing, because once upon a time, somebody burned themselves with like poured or spilled the coffee on themselves and burned themselves and then sued saying the coffee was too hot and actually won. And that was one thing that McDonald's did to counter going forward, was like they put it's hot, like a warning on the cup. And when you think about it, it's like an oxymoron, like what maybe today, the Starbucks and all that type of shit and iced coffee has become popularized. But you walk into a fucking McDonald's back then and you order a hot coffee, it can burn you. You know what I'm saying? But the person won the lawsuit. Niggas done equated that to Drake suing over a rap battle. suing over a rap battle is the same thing as suing over getting burned by hot coffee. Like, hey, shit, Mr. Mac, is that Mac or Mock? Oh, it's Mock. I'm here, homie. We working through all this news, man. What the fuck? Oh, they killing him in this video. I ain't gonna lie.
Like a hoe need a pimp, nigga.
The hoe need a pimp, nigga. Oh shit. Look at it. They put together a whole symphony. Look at the Drake. Wait, is that AI or is that did they get somebody that looks like him? I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, they got a real good Drake lookalike up there, son. Let me hear a little bit of this.
My hand solo will to your back up. Nigga, back up before I act up, man. Cause
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm playing where the stream's over. What's this? Is anybody talking right there?
I do my own thing.
Nah. Oh my God. Wait, hold on. More folks, more exhibits of people that died out there. Yeah. Okay. PNB, Pop Smoke, Biggie. Now PNB is not from New York. Hey, West Coasters, man. I'm just making sure it's the East Coast versus West Coast thing will always be sensitive. We have since had a lot of unifications, right? So don't make any videos or anything that would disrespect Big getting killed over there or Pop Smoke being killed over there. Like that's the artist should have more integrity in hip hop than that with such a high profile hip hop hurting war. The East Coast and West Coast shit. That's a part of our history as hip hop that we need to leave there. And PNB, once again, he's from what, Philly or PA, right? He's not from New York, but just be careful. Just be careful, people. Be careful. Do nothing stupid for a fucking video. It's gonna be blown out of proportion or taken the wrong way. Careful. Got the food, nigga, getting the food in there in the interrogation room. Oh, wait, there's a verdict. Hold on, let me go back to the verdict. Hold on, my bad. Let me go back to the verdict. Let me see if I can play the audio with that.
The jury finds the defendant not guilty.
Ed's mad. Prosecutor mad. Or the DA. Oh shit. Yeah, it's Jason Hunt. Shout out to Jason Hunt. Oh my goodness. Damn. Well, Drake, you might get this for your entire career, B. You might. Another quick Drake news though. So the whole chain, Tupac's chain, being purchased recently. Suge Knight has something to say about that.
When it's all said and done, that's not a Tupac chain. That's not a Death Row chain. But back to Drake. Whoever sold you that chain, Drake, you need to go beat his motherfucking ass. He played you. Matter of fact, on the low, shoot that fool name and number. Address if you got it.
I don't know. I've always thought that Suge Knight is the type of guy to stretch and lie, and he said some real outlandish left field things ever since he's been incarcerated on audio. So you don't know. I'm going to go on the side of I'm not no Drake hater, people. So I don't just see that. You see, Drake, you took another L. Like that's not me. I'm going on the side of the man purchased a real Pac medallion. That's just Suge being Suge, if you ask me. It is what it is. All right. In other quick news, let's do some quick ones. I don't get it, man. Meek Mill, I can't wait to get a chance to show the world how smart I really am. Here's the tweet. Let me look at something real quick. Now, me, if you're a hip hop guy like me, you go all the way back to the Bloodhound Flamers days of Meek Mill, his battles and shit. Like I go all the way back there. But let me just go commercial. When and really, if I'm going commercial, I don't gotta do I'm a boss. I could do I'm in my bag, right? Yeah, let me do that one. When did Meek Mill In My Bag song release? Oh my god. No, not the July 4th, 2024 version. You idiots. Am I fucking I'm in my bag, I'm in my bag, I'm in my all right, fuck it. Let me just use I'm a boss. When did a boss featuring Rick Ross drop? Because by then the whole hip hop world absolutely knew who Meek Mill was. I feel like they knew him before that. The single released May 17, 2011. So it's 14 years ago. 14 years ago. It's true. Shout out to Meek. I'll fuck with Meek. I think Meek is smart enough to get to where he's gotten. He just really does have some of the stupidest tweets of a successful rapper. Some of the stupidest tweets. Like, can't wait till I get a chance to show the world how smart I really am. We've known you for a minimum of 14 years. This is a dumbass tweet. Are you really pretty much co-signing that the world thinks that you're dumb? Or they haven't had a chance to see your intelligence yet after at least bare minimum 14 years? This is a stupid ass tweet. Look at the comments here. The first one says, what is he waiting on? You know, the viral bunny hopping shit on the chess or the tennis court. He had 40 years already. A comment. Me, come on, man. Sound like an elementary student ready for a quiz test. Somebody puts the Diddy meme. You guys bully this guy too much. He bullies himself. Don't feel sympathetic. He just did a video with Gilly saying that he's showing off his 19th Rolls Royce. The man is successful. Shout out to Meek. He's made it. He did it. And he still is doing it. Don't take nothing from the man's career. You can't. So he's not getting bullied. Ain't nobody picking on no Meek Mill. Meek Mill street nigga. Ain't getting bullied. You shit. Meek Mill be doing the bullying. Hopping out of cars on Safari. Having niggas knock Beanie Siegel out backstage and shit. Meek Mill do the bullying. Okay? Let's Shorty, whoever wrote this. But his tweets open the door for everybody to say, what the fuck are you talking about? Look at this one, bro. You literally can start today. The fuck you waiting for? This is why Meek gets these type of comments. I don't know why he tweets some of the shit that he tweets, but shout out to Meek, man. Shout out to fucking Meek. I don't know, man. All right, shout out to checks and balances on this one. This is insane. Semi-trigger warning. Some of y'all about to get upset if you haven't seen this footage. Woman led police on a high-speed chase with her baby in the car, crashed and fled, leaving the baby behind. The baby nearly got hit by a police car after exiting the vehicle, but a bystander recording the incident quickly saved the child. What?
Yo, get my baby, get my baby. Oh my God. You got it. I'll take it. I got it. Thank God. Oh, that's crazy.
Hey, yo, what the fuck? She really just left her baby, bro.
Oh my God, thank God. He's so fast.
Yo, that's crazy.
Now, if the kid, God forbid, thank God, the kid didn't. If the kid would have gotten hit by a cop car in the midst of that high-speed chase while this person is pulling a GTA, a Grand Theft Auto, Literally some video game shit she's on right here, right? Hopped out running. If the cop would have hit the kid, who would you blame more? Cops got to be responsible for their cars, of course. There's civilians in the street, pedestrians in the street. But who do you blame more, the mother or the cops? I wonder. I ain't gonna answer that. I'm gonna leave that for the chat. This piece of shit jumps out the car and has the nerve to say, "Get my baby," to a bunch of fucking strangers. You're running reckless with the kid and the child in the first place. In the first place, you could kill you and your child just from the way you dropped. You had an accident which put the fucking car out of commission. Thank God the kid is okay from that. Then almost dies because the kid don't know nothing better but to follow the mother hopping out the car. Mommy's running, let me run too. No, mommy left you. You ever see some of the comments online that be mad controversial and be like, yo, parents should have to pass a test, right? And you know that shouldn't be the world that we live in, right? But it's videos like this that make you actually say, you know, in certain cases that could actually work out better. Because what type of parent takes their child on a high-speed chase like this, hops out on them like that, runs off on them like that? The kid will probably never be with their mother again. You know, that kid's going to child services. You just ruin the kids. You just put the kid in the system, possibly. Hopefully a guardian is able to step up for the child. Hopefully a father, an aunt, a mother, another aunt, a uncle, somebody. Hopefully a guardian is able to step up, because you don't belong with the child to begin with. But even if you beat this whole case or some shit, like whatever the fuck you run, but the evading of the police and the reckless endangerment and all that type of shit, you're gonna catch all those fucking charges, right? And you deserve to catch them, because we could just tell by the way you ran off and you screaming at a bunch of strangers, "Get my kid." You deserve to be convicted guilty of all those fucking charges anyway. Why you're running in the first place? Whole different story. Don't even know that. Might catch that shit too. God knows what you're running for. You must think that you're guilty, but anyway. You already got to deal with the child services aspect. So this kid is not going to be legally placed with you, okay? If a guardian doesn't step up, you're responsible for your kid now growing up in group homes and being a part of the system. And if that kid doesn't have the nurturing, the guidance that they're supposed to have, the attention that they're supposed to have, and they end up getting into some shit by the time that they're a 15-year-old, if we don't know the backstory, you know what we say? You're big enough to know right from wrong. Not realizing that some of this backstory put that fucking child right into the fucking evolving circle of repeat, parents, children, parents, children, parents, children, fuck ups, mistakes. Thank you, mom. Thank you. Piece of shit person. I got to get to I purposefully saved the last two to go after that because I knew it would piss me off. I knew it. Shout out to my nigga Arsenal, man. My man Arsenal texted me this yesterday. He's in the middle too of shooting a video with a very dope artist. I don't know if I could say it, so I ain't gonna say it. But Arsenal's definitely in the middle of shooting a dope video. But this track right here, what's the name of it? Nipsey type hustle single. Arsenal already won. Made it past 30. And mama proud of me. Can I play it again? I don't be knowing this Apple Music setup thing. Can I play that again? I preview again. Yo, Arsenal, that beat. That beat is so it draws you in. You are stuck the moment the beat drops. And Arsenal is just talking that pain type. The best battle rappers to make music have always been like the person I always get discussed is like Sue Surf, right? I think when we get a body of work like the Our Culture album that Hitman dropped, you got to put him in there. Hitman, he made arguably the best album of full body of work to come out of battle rap, or at least one of them, top 5 for sure. I always put Suge in there. I like Suge. RJ Payne don't really count. He's battle rap before, of course, but you know, he doesn't really battle in today's modern era. But RJ Payne to me is one of the best rappers literally on beat of all time. One of the most talented battlers of all time. I mean, rappers of all time. Who else you got? Cass still makes dope shit. Cassidy is Cassidy, right? I know I'm gonna go blank trying to remember everybody, but also needs to be in the list of some of the top people from battle rap that makes music. Dare I say, Arsenal's on my personal Mount Rushmore. And if there was a Mount Rushmore for battle rappers that made music, I would create an argument for him. I would. Arsenal's that good with making music as well. I wish he got just as much views on his music that he does on his battles. Lying on the stand, huh? Hey, didn't I say there's 3 options yesterday? You can talk, but what you say is critical. Incredible shit, Oz. All right, we're gonna get out of here on this note. Before I go to the super chats, as far as it's not newsworthy at all, or it's not news. You know I love it, people. You know I love it. You know we got to keep the motivation going. That late night swim just hits different. Let me go to the back of the house real quick. The front entry is the motor court. The motor court in the front entry is amazing. The back, I love when the back of homes have that much. Let me start here. You get into a certain type of home, certain type of locations, certain type of communities. They do not have shades. They don't have blinds. Especially in the rear of the home, because if you got this type of property, the rear of the home, it's not like there's people walking back behind your property. It's all your land. The backyard and all that, it's your land and shit. Or there's shrubbery and the type of shit that gives you a level of privacy. And this is why, especially in the rear of homes and many front homes too of this level, there's no shades, there's no blinds, there's nothing closed off. So at night, the whole house, you see the lighting coming through the rear of the property. And it just adds to the ambiance. It adds to the appeal. It's a thing of beauty. And this yard configuration is crazy too. But you got to notice that, people. There's no blinds in certain type of properties and on certain type of land. Close the blinds. Like what blinds? Like real shit. Fire. You say close the blinds. What blinds? What's that? This shit is so dope. It's dope. It's dope. It's dope. Let's go get ourselves one today, people. Okay, let's grind. All right. Once again, Brick City gifted a membership that was caught by the person that actually requested it early on the stream by chance, by random. That's so fire. Glad we caught all of that on the video too. Shout out to Brick City 81 with the membership. Nikita came in at 608, dropped off a super member, says hit that like button on the way in, people, as well as on the way out. Yes, she's a reminder right now. Hit that like button for your boy. What do we got here? Jay. Oh, fucking Kendrick, man. I need a new name for Jay. I need something that's kind of like a woman's name that's gonna blend with Kendrick. I gotta figure out a new name for you, Jay. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, one of Jay's recent trends is not just putting out $1,000 super chats and shit, but she's cryptic with the amount. Okay, there'd be codes in her amount. So 2026, I don't know. We talking about this podcast next year? How are we gonna look or something? I see the infinity and the king. I don't know. Maybe that's what she means. But she be cryptic with her numbers these days. She's not looking to just put 26 cents for no reason, people. Pay attention to that woman. What's up, Jay? Capo's here, brick by brick, as always. You know how we do. Kelson is here with a big super chat. Says, top of the morning, y'all. Shout out to the squad. Salute ARP. Salute Kelson, one of our dedicated members here. I appreciate you, homie. Thank you for the big super chat, man. Appreciate it. People, also remember, I know we are very supportive of each other over here on the Sorry Is True podcast. There are those mornings during the week, Monday through Friday, where I'll be a little bit more speedy. I don't like to be here for a 2.5 hour stream on Monday through Friday. Saturdays and Sundays definitely got more time. Well, not all the time, but you could tell. And sometimes I'll tell y'all, like, all right, we chilling today. We're gonna do some DVDs, music, and all that type of shit. But especially for the big supers people, I be seeing these $10 and these $50 and these $20 supers. That's a big super. You know what I'm saying? That's a big super chat. I always want to remind people that it's always cool to add something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate and respect 1000%. You don't have to change a thing when it just says, yo, good morning. That is super dope. And I'm super humbled by that. But, you know, don't ever forget, towards the end of these streams, I do try to carve out some time as well. So if you want to drop off a big super, and then also I get the spotlight a question like, will you ever host another battle, let alone not, you know, do an event, but will you ever host a battle or whatever? Don't forget, you could always add that. And I try to answer. I don't duck super smoke. You see that, people? Super chats, I don't really duck any smoke. So I'm not saying that Kelson is you know, but just a reminder for everybody. You know, I try to make sure I get to my little topics and answer questions. Miss Abby says you can definitely become a lawyer next career. Be careful how you say next career. That could almost sound like next life. I'm too old to switch careers. I appreciate that. I think I've had lawyers, literally lawyers, tell me that I've made their job easy, right? I've had lawyers get to certain points in cases with me where they'll give me updates and they'll give me this and give me that, and they'll say, I'm gonna await your feedback and your breakdown of this. And then I give that, and then they compound, or they say that's it, or you know what I'm saying? I've worked with lawyers that sometimes have let me take the lead, you know, and not just because I was more knowledgeable than them in a certain space. And then I use them to, of course, to complement the legal side and my defense and all that and the process and everything. But not just my expertise in certain fields where I have to defend myself about or possibly sue somebody about, but the way you analyze things. Hollow was telling me that shit yesterday about something totally different. He was just like, yo, the way you see some shit versus like other people, like your brain just snaps on shit in a way that's like weird. Hollow was just telling me that on the phone yesterday about something totally different. But I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And I want to continue to grow. I'm learning legalities here on this podcast. You know, I really don't want to be a lawyer. You know, like don't go too far. You know, slow down, buddy. I'm not trying to be a lawyer. I'm just I don't know. I try to snap on certain things from a logical standpoint, my own experiences, my own personality, and then add the legal opinion side of it. And learning some of these laws and whatnot, that's what I continue to try to strengthen. And then we break down these situations, you know, as to the best of our ability. So thank you, Miss Abby. Miss Abby also says, with the big super, I'm heading to the gym. Have a great day, everyone. Showing some appreciation for your dedication and work and your mods. Thank you. Thank you to all the mods. Thank you to all the members. Thank you to the whole chat. Yeah, I'm a 7-day-a-week guy here unless something's going on. Y'all know me by now, so fully dedicated. I'm out to join you in the gym. Actually, not the gym, but I'm going to do some cardio. I'm going to say the gym for later on in the day as far as weight training. Jay says Billboard just named him the #1 R&B hip hop artist of the 21st century. 7-Eleven. Who, Drake? Is that Drake? If so, interesting. And her super chat amount is probably coded once again. Fucking Jay. Capo with the big super says ARP. I hear they took Rampage kickdown to. Oh man. Raja was interviewed after by his father. He blamed his cameraman for not stopping the stream. I said that yesterday. Absolutely. It's too much on the stream that's going to be used against them. And brings a lot of attention to the situation. Seeing the lead up, seeing the incident, seeing the buildup of the planning of it, seeing him premeditate it and say, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna hit him for real, watch this. The actual incident, and then of course, even his after. If he's walking, screaming in the street, you know, everybody think I'm a bitch. Yeah, I'm not no fucking, this ain't for games. And then he takes a personal phone call. Yo, he hasn't woken up yet in the ring. My bad. There's so much on the stream that's hurting him badly. So if I'm the father too, I'm like, but he's also following Raja. His cameraman is there to record what Raja tells him to record. Even after the beer can incident in the back, you saw one of the wrestlers was like, yo, turn the camera off. And Raja turned to them and said, no, the cameraman's with me. He wanted the stream to keep going. And then when he's planning this the whole time, the cameraman needs to exercise a little bit more fucking, you know what I'm saying? But his punk ass is just doing what he's being told. That's why it's stupid for you to not even budge during the incident. We realize how bad it is. After, when they're jumping on Raja in the corner, the whole way out, he recorded everything. You put everything out there to the world. And it's got to be one of those situations. This is where you aim to have these type of people around you. It's got to be one of those type of situations where, okay, you're the bag, you're the boss, you're the face. I follow your lead, I follow your instruction. But you got to have people around you, even though you're the top guy, that's not scared to go outside of your direction or your decisions to say, yeah, I did that. Be mad at me if you want, but my nigga, trust me, you did not want that part recorded. You got to have people like that. You got to. That's the difference between the yes men and the suckers versus the people that's really going to help you, opposed to just be there for the opportunity. Really, really help me even when I'm wrong. I'm wrong. This whole shit. Help, motherfucker. You know? So Rampage still has to be focused on his son. That is the main thing, the main problem. But me as a father too, I take issue with a bunch of people. I got a problem with AJ. I got a problem with the ref. I got a problem with the coordinators. I got a problem with anybody that makes these decisions. My son he's walking around with a concussion right now. I got a problem with the cameraman. I got a problem with everybody. As the father, you're gonna be mad at the world probably. You know, but fuck, they took Rampage's kick down. Did they? Why would Kick go after Rampage? So his public tweet after wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. The shit that we've seen him say even in today's stream wasn't bad. It could just be the weight and the severity of the situation where it's just like, we know it's Raja. You weren't there, you know, but what about the piece of the millions of people or thousands of people in the world that are blaming Rampage for it, saying you raised an animal, you brought this out of him because you troll him so much and call him gay and all this shit on your stream. So he finally got all of this off of his chest. So Kick may not believe that, but you got thousands and thousands of people saying that. So if there's so many people believing that you indirectly encouraged your son to do this type of behavior out in the world when you're not around, then we got to respond to all those people by taking your fucking stream down too. That's the only thing I can rationalize. Damn. You fucked up your career, your life, possibly your freedom, and your father's life too. And your father post his Hall of Fame fighting career. He's a legend. This is what he does well. He streams. He's got a good show. And you fuck around and fuck that up for him too. Damn. Shout out to Cavill, man, with that update. God the Brand with a huge super chat. 47. Thank you. Thank you, God. One of our members coming through crazy right here. Blessings. Did a limited edition female battle rap hoodie. Word. That's dope. That's dope. Shout out to all of our battle rap supporters. I'm gonna hang around in the chat to see if you got a link that I could bring up on the screen. God the Brand, if you got a link to that limited edition female battle rap hoodie, put it in the chat right now. I'm gonna come back over to the chat and I'm gonna put it up on the screen for a second just to make sure that we can include that in the video. Thank you for the big super, homie. I really appreciate that. Then he also says, good morning, everybody. Likewise, G. And then a big 5 gifts memberships that he gifts on the channel. So God the Brand is going in this morning at starting at 7:42, 5 minutes ago. The huge super chat, the big good morning to all of us, and then dropping off 5 gifts. That's so dope. Let me come back over to the regular live. Let me see if you got a website or something in here, homie, so that we can just put that in the stream. Yeah, he's fired for that. Yeah, God the Brand, salute. Where you at, God? I want a website. I want a website. While I'm waiting to see if you come up, I'm gonna try to search you. Let me try Google first. GAWWD, the brand. God, the brand. I found a website. Oh, this is your logo. Okay, cool. Let's do it. I think I found you. I don't need you, G. I got you. I don't need you. This looks like it right here. Ooh, fire website. What you got going on here, G? Home, about us, catalog, contact us. Let me go to the home first. Let me see what I see. Yeah, I see that same logo. Okay, about us. Let's go to it. About us. Hello, God the Brand emerged from the inspirational roots of barber gods, a concept originally envisioned as the pinnacle of barbering and hair care services, founded with an unwavering commitment to excellence. Barber Gods was set to refine the industry with unparalleled service and quality. The driving force behind this ambitious project was the extraordinary talent and vision of the CEO founder, affectionately known as the Barber God. Tragically, in 2019, he passed away, rest in peace, in his sleep, leaving a legacy of unfinished dreams and family grappling with loss. The following year brought more sorrow as the family matriarch passed away, rest in peace. Yet, in her final moments, she imparted a powerful message: the dream must live on. It was this poignant directive that sparked a transformation in 2021. God the Brand was born, pivoting from the original blueprint, but retaining the core echoes. The new mission transcends barbering, aspiring to inspire everyone from janitors to CEOs to be good at what we do. A mantra encapsulated in the company's name, God the Brand. I love the backstory to the name of the company now. Fire is the more than a business, it's a tribute, a movement, and a testament to enduring resilience and passion. Fire! Vision. At God the Brand, we envision a world where passion, proficiency, and pride in one's work are universally celebrated and pursued. See, it's bigger than barbering. The message to this is dope. I love the depth of it. Our vision is to create a community where every individual, regardless of their profession, is encouraged to excel and take pride into their craft. You on your brick by brick shit, huh? Your motto really means something. By embodying the spirit of the Barber God and our founding I don't know that word, my bad. We aim to be a beacon of inspiration and excellence. Our legacy is not just in providing outstanding products and services, but in nurturing an environment where everyone is motivated to be the best version of themselves in their respective fields. Through this, we honor the dreams of those who laid the foundation for the God Brand and continue to fuel the flame of excellence in every endeavor we undertake. Connect with us on our social media. Share our experience with us by sending a picture or video of yourself with the products you bought from us. We're always looking forward to reading your reviews. A true guarantee is we will make mistakes along the way. Things happen in life, and those things will truly make us better in every way imaginable. We truly believe we make some of the most quality garments in the world, and we want to make sure we back that up with a risk-free 30-day guarantee. Okay. If you don't have a positive experience for any reason, we will do whatever it takes to make sure you are 100% satisfied with your purchase. It doesn't happen in battle rap. You got to 10 up on them right there. Buying items online can be a daunting task. So we want to realize that there is an absolute risk in buying something and trying it out. If you don't like it, no hard feelings, we'll make it right. Dope. Have any questions, contact us. Fire. Fire, 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 fire. 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 Fire, fire, fire. Catalog. What's in the catalog? Let me see. Let me see what's in it. Y'all still with me here, right? What's in this catalog? Got the brand, got the hoodie. I see the sweatpants, the joggers, got the t-shirt. This t-shirt look like a Game Boy. With a Nerf gun. I don't know what this is in his hand. Look like fireworks. Made me think about 4 Extras a little bit. The black joint, the white joint with the logo, more joggers. Ooh, the vintage look. That's fire. The black and white t-shirt for the ladies right here. Okay. Y'all got the boy shorts going. Boy shorts is one of my favorite things to see on a woman. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love boy shorts on a woman. You got the Good at What We Do t-shirt. You got another design up here that says Kendrick. Oh, that's spooky. What is this one? Nick's Jalen Brunson. You got one for Jalen Brunson. Okay. Got Lil Wayne one here. Y'all got a nice little catalog. Oh, look at the furry type hat with the logo, the God on it. The furry. Hold on, page 2. Page 2. Is that the Marilyn Monroe? Yeah, Minding My Business, Marilyn Monroe. I like this one better. Like the little, like furry, but like suede. Yeah, the suede. I like this one better. That's dope. More hoodies, more hoodie designs. I want my money in cash. It's a digital world these days. I don't want my money in cash. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't. I gotta make sure the IRS don't have no beef with me. Rap City. Y'all remember Rap City? Mother Protector. Nothing like the girl that we just played on that stream, hopping out that fucking car, running from the cops, right? Super Dunk T. Dope catalog. Dope catalog. God, I hope you're still in here. If not, I hope you get a chance to see that we pulled up your site and took a look at all your stuff. I'll look at it like this, man. If I could spend 2 hours reading 100 pages of Big U's indictment paperwork, I could absolutely read a discography about one of our podcast supporters. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, homie. All right. I think we just about out of here. Hold on. Yeah, I think we done with the supers. Still made it to 2 hours on a fucking what's today? Wednesday? I don't like being 2 hours on a weekday, man. Drop a comment below. Do y'all got beef with me if I could make every stream 60 minutes Monday through Friday, and then we could do a little bit longer on Saturdays and Sundays? Y'all got beef with me? Let me know. Or maybe you won't realize it until we do it and we realize that we covered the topics well enough, right? You think I could get away with 60 minutes without y'all feeling like, nah, we like to hear ARP ramble and rant a little bit more? Drop a comment. Let me know. All right. Good Wednesday to start. Let's be productive. Let's be safe as possible. Shout out to the whole chat. Shout out to the members. Shout out to the mods. It's your boy. I'm about to start clipping up this video. Get my little cardio in. Start my day. See y'all bright and early tomorrow, 6 a.m. We'll be back.
Don't confuse silence with work ethic. I'm a boss, making decisions my first fetish. The verse cherished is perfect, that's a reverse blemish. I dropped it, connected the block, learn Tetris.
This is the Sorry Street Podcast. Welcome to the house of. And shout out to the members.
Without my still got a gun.